things than being fat. Grow up, Jimmy. You think you're the only one with problems?
Well, she is right about that. Is speaking English fluently your problem? Well, one of the best ways to become fluent in English is by watching movies, because you are listening to native and your brain is being exposed to the slangs and the phrases of the language. The second best way is to do shadowing. But before I tell you about shadowing, let's look at the conversation between Jimmy and Sable. I am going to explain to you the definition and the meaning of the terms and the phrases used in the conversation. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Why wouldn't you play Romeo?
Why wouldn't you play Romeo? Romeo and Juliet is a play written by William Shakespeare. Romeo is one of the main characters in the play.
I don't know. Maybe because I hate getting up in front of everybody, that's why.
I don't know. It is used to express a disagreement, doubt, or uncertainty. For example, what time is it? I don't know. Hate. Feel intense dislike for someone or something. For example, I hate waiting on the bus. Getting up. In this situation, the phrase means to rise or to stand up. For example, I hate getting up early.
Why do you cut yourself?
Why do you think I cut myself? Because I like it? Because I enjoy it?
Cut. To make an opening or wound with a sharp-edged tool or object. For example, he cuts his finger while preparing dinner.
I do it because I'm dying inside. Does that answer your question?
I'm dying inside is an idiomatic expression used to convey intense and emotional pain. It indicates that a person is overwhelmed with negative emotions like sadness, anxiety, or guilt, to the point where they feel emotional, devastated, or broken. For example, when he told me it was over, I smiled and nodded, but I was dying inside.
Think you're the only one?
Think you're the only one? This is often used in a conversation about dealing with stress. It suggests that the person may be unaware that others are going through similar struggles or experiences. For example, why do I feel so overwhelmed? Think you're the only one? We are all feeling the pressure right now.
I went to a party last weekend and everybody said I had a bigger chest than most of the girls there.
Party. A social gathering of invited guests, typically involving eating, drinking, and entertainment. For example, are you going to the party? Chest. The front surface of a person's body. For example, he has a muscular chest.
How do you think that made me feel? And now everybody in school knows about it?
How do you think that made me feel? This is a rhetorical question often used to express hurt, disappointment, or frustration. For example, you cancel our plans at the last minute without letting me know. How do you think that made me feel? Everybody knows about it. This phrase is often used to emphasize that a piece of information that should be kept a secret is widely known by everyone in a group or community. For example, there's no point in denying it because everybody in school knows about it.
Don't talk to me about your problems, at least you're not fat.
Problem. This is a situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with and overcome. For example, is speaking fluently your problem? Fact: having large amount of excess flesh. For example, this shirt won't fit. You're too fat.
You don't get it, do you? You think it's all about the way you look?
Get it. In this context, get it means to understand something. For example, do you get it? Means do you understand it? You think it's all about the way you look? This phrase is used to encourage someone to consider other more meaningful aspects of themselves beyond just their appearance. It can serve as a reminder that there's more to life than looks. For example, why do you spend hours getting ready? You think it's all about the way you look?
There are way worse things than being fat.
There are way worse things than being fat. This is used to convey that being overweight is not the most significant or detrimental issue someone could face. For example, making fun of someone's size is shallow and cruel. There are way worse things than being fat, like lacking empathy and respect for others.
Some of us have scars that can't be healed by running around the block.
Scars that can't be healed. This is a metaphorical expression that refers to deep emotional or psychological wounds that, unlike physical scars, cannot fully recover over time. These scars represent lasting pain, trauma, or negative experiences that continue to affect a person long after the event has passed. For example, even though I have tried to move on from what happened, the emotional scars that can't be healed still haunt me every day. Running around the block. In this context, she is talking about an exercise routine. The block usually refers to the area bordered by streets that form a rectangular or square shape in a neighborhood. For example, every morning I make sure to stay active by running around the block a few times before heading to work.
Grow up, Jimmy! You think you're the only one with problems?
Grow up. It is often used to describe the process of becoming more mature, responsible, or emotionally developed. It can be used as a suggestion for someone to behave in a more adult or responsible manner. For example, it's time to grow up and start taking your responsibilities seriously.
Everyone's gonna forget about that stupid party.
I wish you could forget is an expression used to convey a desire for someone to be able to erase a painful memory or experience and move on. For example, I wish you could forget everything I said last night.
Oh, I thought they were cool. You got it.
I thought you were cool. It's a phrase that conveys a shift from admiration or respect to disappointment due to someone's action. It is similar to I expected better from you or I thought you were different. For example, you told everyone my plans. I thought you were cool, but now I don't know if I can trust you.
Why was I stupid?
Why was I stupid? This is a rhetorical question. It expresses a sense of blame or regret where a person feels they acted foolishly or without thinking. It is similar to, what was I thinking? I can't believe I did that. For example, I can't believe I trusted him with my secrets. Why was I stupid enough to think he wouldn't tell anyone? Welcome to part 2. This is where you are going to be involved by answering some questions. So don't sit and close your mouth. It is time for you to answer these questions aloud before I do. Let's go.
Why wouldn't you play Romeo?
Question number 1. What did Sable ask Jimmy about? She asked Jimmy about playing the role of Romeo.
I don't know. Maybe because I hate getting up in front of everybody, that's why.
What excuse did Jimmy give for not playing the role of Romeo? He hates standing in front of everybody.
Why do you cut yourself?
Why do you think I cut myself? Because I like it? Because I enjoy it?
Did Jimmy ask Sable about her journal? No, he didn't. What question did Jimmy ask Sable? You're correct. Why do you cut yourself? Next question. Does Sable enjoy cutting herself? No, she doesn't.
I do it because I'm dying inside. Does that answer your question?
What reason did Sable give for cutting herself? You are correct, because she's dying inside. Remember that this is your question and answer session. You should answer aloud, and I want to hear you speak. So go ahead and open your mouth and speak by answering the rest of these questions.
Think you're the only one?
Is Jimmy experiencing emotional pain? Yes, he is.
I went to a party last weekend and everybody said I had a bigger chest than most of the girls there.
Where was Jimmy when he was laughed at? You're correct. He was at a party. Why was Jimmy humiliated at the party? Yes, Jimmy had a bigger chest than most of the girls at the party.
Don't talk to me about your problems. At least you're not fat.
What is Jimmy's main problem? You are correct. Jimmy is concerned about his weight.
You don't get it, do you? You think it's all about the way you look? There are way worse things than being fat.
What couldn't Jimmy understand about Sable? Sable had emotional problems. What did Sable say to Jimmy about his weight? Correct again. There are way worse things than being fat.
Some of us have scars that can't be healed by running around the block.
What kind of scars did Sable have? Sable had psychological scars.
Grow up, Jimmy! You think you're the only one with problems?
Why did Sable say these words? You think you're the only one with problems? She wanted Jimmy to show empathy instead of focusing on being fat.
I thought they were cool. You got it.
Why did Sable regret admiring Jimmy? She thought he was kind and compassionate. Instead, he was self-centered.
I was so stupid.
Welcome to part 3. It's now time for you to play a role in this conversation. I want you to listen and repeat. And when you do, you need to mimic the native speaker's tone, their emotion, and expression. Are you ready for your shadowing practice? Let's begin.
Why wouldn't you play Romeo? Why wouldn't you play Romeo?
I don't know. Maybe because I hate getting up in front of everybody. That's why. Why do you cut yourself?
What do you think I cut myself? Because I like it? Because I enjoy it? Because I like it? Because I enjoy it? I do it because I'm dying inside. Does that answer your question?
Remember to practice alone, where you won't be distracted or you won't have anyone to laugh at you.
Think you're the only one? I went to a party last weekend, and everybody said I had a bigger chest than most of the girls there. Don't talk to me about your problems. At least you're not fat.
Are you enjoying this shadowing practice? Remember to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, you need to share it with your friends.
You don't get it, do you? You think it's all about the way you look? There are way worse things than being fat.
Do you remember to practice alone? If you practice with your siblings, remember they may laugh at you because when you're doing your shadowing exercise, you are searching for your voice or you're searching for your accent. So you do not want to sit around people who may laugh at you or who may criticize you. This may demotivate you. All right? So continue practicing.
Some of us have scars that can't be healed by running around the block. Grow up, Jimmy! You think you're the only one? Problems?
Do you remember the word empathy? I want you to find the definition for this word and, of course, write it in a sentence. Please put the sentence in the comments below.
I thought they were cool. You got it. I was so stupid.
I am so glad you have watched this video thus far. Please remember to subscribe to this channel so that you may get more of this video and eventually you will start speaking English fluently.